Okay. I know everyone's been through hell, but we can't quit. The Justice League doesn't quit.
What did you say, nigga?
If we work together, we can do this. We can save the planet.
Until now, that's right, I've been holding back when I was using the baseline characters from the previous Justice League vs Brawlhalla video, but this time I'll be turning up the heat. So get ready, because now we're gonna get into some more stronger characters.
Oh, scary! Oh, shiver my timbers! Shut up!
We will follow the same procedure as last time, but with different characters. Just that this time I will be making it a 10v10 instead of a 7v7. So for the Justice League side, we will be introducing John Constantine, Shazam, Green Arrow, Plastic Man, Black Canary, Raven, Beast Boy, Cyborg, and, well, the rest of the Titans. And on the Brawlhalla side, we will be introducing
Orion, Thatchard, Mirage, Zarian, Yumiko, Thor, Lord Vrax, Azov, Thal,
and finally,
Bodvar.
a 10 versus 10 team match to the death. Who wins out of this arsenal? Well, let's start with Shazam. He is a kid with the ability to scream his name and get godlike powers, flight, super strength, and invulnerability. However, he has many weaknesses. For one, he is a kid and can't actually age past 21, which technically makes him immortal. But secondly, his weakness is actually the thing he can shoot from his chest, electricity. So if we put in an actual god like Thor, who is a significantly much more skilled and a wiser fighter, well, he's just dead. Next up is Green Arrow. Similar to Batman, he's just another human in peak physical condition, no abilities or weaknesses other than he's human. Although he is extremely unnaturally skilled with a bow, Thor can just go and he'd be dead. Plastic Man. Plastic Man. Okay, you know what? I need to make this more fair, or else someone in the comments is gonna hate on me saying I'm biased and choosing weaker Justice League members. So let's use Red Tornado. There, how about that? He has wind-like powers, able to use it to fly, go invisible, create force fields, and even air blasts up to 350 miles per hour. However, Thor is the god of thunder, thus he has control over the weather way better than some red robot who can be shut down by a failsafe device in his foot, if struck down by enough force. But Thor probably wouldn't even need to know that to take him out, because
I'm Thor, son of Odin.
Black Canary. This is where I think it gets a little interesting, because she can create ultrasonic vibrations with her screams. I think Thor would actually be in trouble here. Her only weakness is probably having a sore throat. It would take assistance from Bodvar to help him out to buy time so that maybe she screams enough, and eventually her throat begins to hurt, and even if she defeats both of them, we still have Mirage to go back in time. Mirage is a time traveler. And then there is John Constantine, a well-adversed sorcerer with a whole bunch of abilities, but
Zol.
Zol is underrated. He has challenged Thor and Scarlet for leadership and will one day lead the battle on Ragnarok. His strength is legendary, but even if he fails, we have Mirage, the time traveler. And that was just the first 5 members on the Justice League side, and we still got 6 Brawl legends. Now let's move on to the Titans. I don't want to turn it into a rant and make it too long, so I'm going to briefly touch upon Cyborg, Robin, and Beast Boy all in one go, and how they will crushingly be defeated by one legend, Lord Vrax. So Vrax, as we know, is a despotic space ruler capable of blowing up planets for fun. Cyborg is just a semi-human robot. Robin is basically mini Batman with no unique abilities, and Beast Boy, while he can transform into any Earth animal, not one is strong enough to go against Lord Vrax, who could just wipe him out in one go. Next is Starfire. She is super fast and durable, can travel solar systems within minutes. However, we have Poseidon on our side, or more commonly known as
That Shard.
And Mako's lore does indicate that he is the god Poseidon. I do believe he would be able to take out Starfire with ease. And finally, Raven. She is universal level minimum, so this should be interesting. Luckily though, we have Yumiko, and Zariel, Azoth and Orion who are still left, and even if they fail, well, time traveler. So Yumiko's title is the Kitsune, who are capable enough of dream manifestations, possessions, flight, and many more. I'm not saying she could possess Raven because, let's face it, Raven is probably more powerful than Yumiko anyway, even if she could do those things. But she could at least slow her down in time for Zariel, an angel sent from the warrior deity Palladium. And their very being was to be a soldier for Palladium's celestial army. Heck, Zariel's very title is the Celestial. Now there is Azoth. It doesn't actually matter how many times he dies, because there is always his undead minions around, ready to gather the soul stones and summon him back into the world of the living. Even if Raven cuts off the tie to let him come back, Orion is the rival to Artemis. Again, the previous video discusses her powers more in depth, but I'll just briefly state what level she is, and that is galaxy level minimum. And Orion is roughly equivalent of that. With all that being said, Mirage can just go back in time and find a way to beat her, with the whole team still alive, so Raven could beat them in a majority of battles, but ultimately would lose the war. Now this is how I think the Justice League would still lose to the Brawlhalla Legends. It's up for debate which team would overall come on top, especially since I've tried to be fair and use the comic iterations of the heroes, which is the strongest iterations of the Justice League. But I personally believe once again Brawlhalla beats the Justice League. Hi, my name is Craig, and thanks for tuning in to Craig's Cartoons. If you like what you see, be sure to subscribe and check out some other videos on your screen. And until then, I'll catch you in the next one.